초코라떼님 says, my husband works every Saturday. He got off from work late than I expected. 초코라떼님, R가 그냥 오타로 빠진 거죠. I think you meant to say he got off work. From 없어도 돼요. From 없이요. 그냥 he got off work later than I expected. Okay, later than I expected. 그렇게 하면 돼요. He got off work later than I expected. Okay, 예상보다 늦게 퇴근을 했다. Okay, that's what you're trying to say. 김스모님, my sister went over to my house and had some good time together. Okay, 지금 이거 같은 경우는요. went over. You gotta say my sister came over to my house. Okay, so my sister came over to my house and we had a good time together. 지금 we가 나와야 돼요. 그러니까 together는 we를 꾸며주는 거지 together가 my sister를 꾸며주지는 못해요. Okay, so you should say my sister came over to my house and we had a good time, some good time together. Not some, a good time. My sister came over to my house and we had a good time together. Good. I couldn't 지금 there go가 빠진 건지 아니면 there I'm not exactly sure what's going on here, but I was planning to go to 춘천, but I couldn't. 저라면은요 couldn't에서 끊을 거예요. Okay? 그게 제일 자연스러워요. I was planning to go to 춘천, but I couldn't because I didn't feel very well. Okay? 그렇게 하면 딱 좋을 것 같아요. I was planning to go to 춘천, but I couldn't because I didn't feel very well. I was planning to go to 춘천, but I couldn't because I didn't feel very well. Okay. Besides that, everything sounds pretty good. Ashton Choi님, I spent the weekend taking care of my nephew. It was harder than I expected. so가 없어야 된다. so가 있으면 안 돼. It was harder. 내전에 it was much harder. Not so harder. Okay, it was much harder. 또는 그냥 it was harder. Okay, I spent the weekend taking care of my nephew. It was much harder than I expected. I spent the weekend taking care of my nephew. It was much harder than I expected. Okay, very good. Good example. 아름드리님, I took a walk along with river with my friend along the Han River. Along the Han River, I took a walk. Took a walk보다는 went for a walk가 좀 더 자연스럽게 저는 개인적으로 느껴져요. 그래서 I went for a walk. I went for a walk along the river. Along the river with my friend. Early in the morning yesterday. Early yesterday morning이 더 좋겠네요. Early yesterday morning. Okay, I went for a walk along the river, not with, along the river with my friend. Early yesterday morning, the breeze from river made us feel fresh. Made us feel 보다는요, 그냥 the breeze from the river was very refreshing. Okay? Was very refreshing. 무엇이 ing 형용사, 그러니까 interesting, amazing, fascinating, frustrating, annoying 이런 식으로 얘기를 하는 거가 와닿지 않는다라는 거 알아요. 비교적. 그렇게 하는 것보다는 made me 이런 식으로 표현하는 거를 보통 더 편안하게 생각하시는 경우가 많은데 그거를 이제 극복을 해야 되는 것 중에 하나예요. 그냥 그것 자체가 굉장히 상쾌하게 느껴졌던 거잖아요. 나를 상쾌하게 만든 게 아니라 그 바람이 상쾌하게 느껴진 거기 때문에 the breeze from the river was very refreshing. 그냥 그 정도로 하는 게 가장 자연스러워요. Okay, so I went for a walk along the river with my friend early yesterday morning. The breeze from the river was very refreshing. Okay, was very refreshing. Not made me feel fresh, was very refreshing. I was going to go to the beach, but it was so windy, so I went shopping instead. Okay, all right, good. This is a good example. Instead로 그거 하지 않고 다른 걸 했다라는 얘기를 instead로 표현하는 거 very good. That's very good. It's very natural, simple, very straightforward. It's very clear, and it tells the story very well. It's very effective. Good. 오케이. 그리고 이거를요, 여러분이 지금 쓰시는 것만이 아니라 이거를 반드시 여러 번 많이 얘기를 좀 하셨으면 좋겠어요. 실제로 소리를 내세요. Okay? So I was gonna go to the beach. I was gonna go to the beach, but it was so windy, so I went shopping instead. I got my cat washed yesterday. 그냥 그 목욕시키다를 give someone a bath라고 하면 돼요. Give someone a bath. So I gave my cat a bath. A bath yesterday. 이렇게 얘기를 하고요. It was faster than I thought. 오케이, 지금 이 문장 보이시죠, 다들? It was faster than I thought. 고쳐주세요. Fix it. It was faster than I thought가 지금 어색해요. 오케이, 지수연님. 일단 제가 본 것 중에서 그나마 지수연님이 하신 게 가장 목욕을 시켰는데 생각보다 빨랐다. You're not talking about speed. You're talking about the amount of time that it took. This is not about speed. This is about the amount of time that it took. All right? So it took less time than I thought, or it didn't take as long as I thought. Okay? Or it took less time than I thought. I would probably say this, and this is fine too. This is fine too. So it didn't take as long as I thought. It took less time than I thought. So it didn't take as long as I thought. I gave my cat a bath yesterday. It didn't take as long as I thought. It took less time than I thought. Okay. I haven't been feeling well, so I went to see a doctor on Saturday. I thought I might have COVID. I might have COVID. Positive option. I thought I might have COVID, but I didn't. Okay. This is very basic and very simple and very useful. I thought I might have COVID, but I didn't. Very simple, very straightforward, very clear, and very easy and very useful. I thought something might happen, but it didn't. I thought I might have COVID, but I didn't. It didn't rain. It didn't rain as much as I thought it would be today. B가 없어야 돼요. Be 없어야 돼요. 왜냐면 rain 형식 맞춰야 되니까 rain이 동사잖아요. 그러니까 be가 없어야 돼요. It didn't rain as much as I thought it would today. So my husband and I went downtown. Downtown은 부사기 때문에 to가 없어요. They went downtown to grab some coffee. Okay, sounds good. Today we were kind of short-staffed, so I thought we would have to work overtime, but it wasn't as busy as I thought. Okay, so we managed to get off work on time. Very good. Good example. Very, very good example. And I don't see anything wrong with it. Do you guys see anything wrong with this? Today we were kind of short-staffed, so I thought we would have to work overtime, but it wasn't as busy as I thought, so we managed to get off work on time. Sounds good. Sounds very good. My friends and I decided to go to to가 하나 빠졌죠. To go to a nice cafe in a hotel because it's not that expensive as normally expected. 사람들이 보통 생각하는 것만큼 그렇게 비싸진 않다. 이 얘기신 것 같아요. 그렇죠? 이 얘기인 것 같은데 이거 한번 해주세요. Good. 하나님, very good. Yes. It's not as expensive as people. Okay, 장정현님도 잘 하셨는데 normally, usually라는 말이 하나 들어가는 게 좋아요. Okay, it's not as expensive as people normally think. Okay, 이렇게 얘기가 나오면 더 좋겠죠. 딱 내가 예상했던 것만큼 어땠었다라고 할 때는요, 이런 식으로 얘기를 해요. It was just as hard as I expected. It was as I expected. Yeah, it was just as hard as I expected. 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 just를 많이 써요. 그러니까 예를 들어서 I'm just as upset about it as you. 이런 식으로 많이 얘기를 해요. 그러니까 나 너만큼, 그러니까 그 정도가 완전히 같다. 그 대등하다. 그런 얘기를 할 때 just를 많이 써요. as pattern과 just를 많이 쓰는 편이에요. So I'm just as upset about it as you. It was just as hard as I expected. The test was just as hard as I expected. All girls in the opponent team, in the opposing team, not opponent team, the opposing team at the final were much taller than ours. Okay, so I thought it would have I thought it would have been hard for our team. I thought it would be, not would have been. I thought it would be hard. 왜냐면 thought가 있고 그게 기준이기 때문에 I thought 그 thought를 했을 기준으로 봤을 때는 앞으로 있잖아요. 그러니까 thought would have been이 아니라 I thought it would be hard for our team to win, but it turned out the game went much easier. 여기서는요. The game went라는 부분 자체가 it turned out 대신에 나오는 거예요. It turned out는요. 지금 여기서는 it turned out가 나올 필요가 없어요. 오케이? 여기서는요. 그냥 그래서 all girls in the opposing team at the final were much taller than ours. So I thought it would be hard for our team to win, but the game went much easier than I thought it would. Not it would have. 여기서는 지금 would have 양쪽 있는 거를 다 그냥 would be 그리고 맨 마지막에 그냥 would. I thought it would. I had to drive to Kumi on Sunday. So that's yesterday, right? I thought the traffic would be very bad, but it wasn't as bad as I expected. Okay, this is very good. Very good example. I had to drive to Kumi on Sunday, which was yesterday. I thought the traffic would be very bad, but it wasn't as bad as I expected. Very good. Very, very good. Subscription costs much more reasonable than expected by the quality. 닮은 살기알님. 잠깐만. 닮은 살. Am I reading this right? 닮은 살기알 맞나? What? I forgot what I was gonna say. 구독하는 비용은 훨씬 더 저렴했다. 강의의 퀄리티에 비해. 이거를 이제 영어의 관점으로 보면은요. 퀄리티에 비해서 비용이 적다가 우리말에서는 맞을지는 모르겠지만 저는 사실 잘 모르겠어요. 근데 영어에서는요. 이게 퀄리티와 비교했을 때 cost 비용이 저렴하다라고 하면 안 되고요. 퀄리티를 고려하면 비용이 적다라고 해야 돼요. 그래서 이건 좀 달라요. Okay, it's a little different. 그러니까 you're not talking about the cost compared to the quality. You're saying that the cost is low considering the quality. Okay? Considering the quality. 그렇게 가야 돼요. Okay? 그래서 이건 조금 다른 거니까요. We'll talk about it some other time, all right?
Oh yeah, I've had troubles upon my mind. Seems like struggle always on the line. Ups and downs, it all takes time. Lord, grab my hand so we can fly. Whoa, I just need that comfort. It's like everything they want from me. Surrounded